my mum said don't be a doctor because she is a doctor.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, don't do it.
Medicine is like being in a toxic relationship.
Med gets in the way. I turned down so much just to do my disc. Like I turned down
Really?
the Neo. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of my podcast where I'm going to be interviewing medical student, model, content creator, Zahra.
Hi guys.
Zahra, you give yourself an intro, tell the people who you are, what you do.
So I am in Priscilla's year. I'm a third year medical student.
Mm-hmm.
I do some modelling on the side as of this year, very new. Starting DJing as well.
Oh, okay.
Content creation, I don't know, I don't claim that because I'm a bit like imposter syndrome, but I dabble.
Okay.
I don't think I would call myself a content creator.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. But yeah.
So if someone was to ask like, okay Zahra, what do you do? You'd be like, I'm a medical student,
I'm a
I
medical
model a little
student.
bit, and I DJ.
Yeah, that's
But
what
you
I'm
would say
saying.
you're a content creator.
Because what content do I create? I just post it for myself. Like I don't know, it's just like every other girl. I don't know. But yeah, I have a small platform. Small.
You're being so humble.
No, it is. But it came out of nowhere. Did you see the Diego Day video?
No.
No.
Oh wait. Is that one where you got
Man.
interviewed on the street? I actually did. That came up on my FYP.
That is how I got them. So it's not like
Really?
it's not like I earned them. Like I'm like, guys, come to my Instagram. I'm posting such good content. They just came from that stupid interview. So
I mean, if you blew, right?
it's not that much of a blow. It was also just old men. I don't know if anyone has seen that video on the internet. Please just eyes closed because that is so embarrassing. But yeah, that is where most people came from. So yeah, it gives me a platform to use, but it's still a small platform. Like I wouldn't say it's like Kylie Jenner. Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll get into it. So as you said, you're in my year,
Mhm.
year 3. What are you doing this year?
Psychology.
Psych.
So
Cute.
I had a really good year actually this year.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I loved it. It was so good because it was just more chill. We could kind of do what we wanted in the day. Rather like second year, we had to be in 9 to 5 most days.
Pretty much every day, yeah.
So a lot of free time. I didn't really go to campus much,
Mm-hmm.
but it gave me a lot of time to explore my other avenues, which was nice. Yeah. A lot of essays though. I don't say I really recommend it if you're trying to have a soft babe. Yeah, better than med, time wise.
Okay, let's talk med then. What is your current relationship like?
With med.
We're going back in, like year 4 isn't that far, not to bring it up.
I know.
Year 4 is soon.
So I don't want to be the person that comes on the channel and
Say what you
speaks
wanna say.
stanky stuff about med. I do like med as a concept. I still want to be
As a
med
concept.
because it's so easy. Whenever someone brings up like, oh, we're going back to 4th year, I have this a bit of a heaviness.
Okay.
And it's not because I don't want to be a doctor. I do. It's just the free time and when I'm stressed, I'm not the best version of myself. And I think exams and everything to do with being tested makes me a bit of a stressy, messy, like moody version of myself. And I'm like, in the summer, I'm skipping about like, woohoo, life is so amazing. And then I go back to med and it takes the joy out of it, how much you need to perform, I feel. Like you have to be good and you have to pass and you have to, there's just pressure. And then also the existential crisis of like, oh, we're going to work so hard just to be paid like very little. And
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, it's a bit like dystopian when I think about it too much. That's how I feel.
And do you feel like it's what you anticipated med to be like? Like when you were applying, were you like, no, med is going to be great, I want to be a doctor? Like, has that changed or has it
I think
stayed the
coming
same?
to uni, I've never felt so different to how I felt before. Because before I would die for med. Like I wanted to do
Really?
it. I wanted to do it since I was in like year 6. I really wanted to be a doctor.
Was there a reason why? Like, was it just like...
I think it might be similar to, you know how you said the academics and stuff? You just kind of Aki Valley, as I call it, academic validation.
Yeah.
I based my whole worth on my kind of intelligence or performance and things.
Yeah.
Which my mum, it wasn't like my mum was saying, sorry, if you don't get good grades, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
But it was just like me putting pressure on myself and I didn't really see anything else going for it. I was a bit self-deprecating and I thought the only part of me that was like good at the time when I was younger was, oh, I guess I can be smart if I try. So I kind of honed in on that and I was like, that's the only way I can give back to the world. That's the only way that I can help people. I didn't really think I could do anything else for myself. I was just a bit pessimistic about myself. And yeah, I really liked being around people as well. Patients. That's what really weird. I worked in a children's school for a lot of like my sixth form and stuff, so I really like that elderly home. I just like being around people and making them happy and then them being like, you made me happy. That makes me feel good.
I hate it. And I feel like it's like the default option people take when it's like, I'm good at science, I like to help people, let me do med.
Yeah, it's like when you don't know what to do anything else and it's just like, med. Yeah, med. But I was never pressured into it and I feel like a lot of brown girls, but I don't know if you had this.
Yeah.
We get like, our parents are like, oh. My mum said don't be a doctor because she is a doctor.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, don't do it.
Really? What were her reasons for like not?
She didn't see us growing up. She'd come back very late and leave very early in the morning.
Yeah.
She's a single mum. So it felt like we had a nanny most of my life. I didn't see my mum much growing up. And she was like, Zahra, you need to see your children. You need to be around them. Like, you need to have... I was really artistic and creative growing up. So she said, be an artist. Be like this and that. And I just ignored her. And I was very Aki Valley. And I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor. And it's just like, I also looked up to her. So like, I think that was part of it. Being around her a lot was probably inspirational. But yeah.
Was there ever a point that put you off doing med, like in terms of not your mom specifically, but
my
like
mother.
The situation. Not your mom, love your mom, respect your mom.
My mum is great. What did it put me off? Yeah, it did, but I kind of ignored it. Like applying, I hear things. People say it's not for the weak of heart. You know, you have to really want it. And I heard it, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, but I also was so motivated at the time. I was like, no, but I still want to do it. I still want to do it. I think when I see people that get pressured by their parents, I'm like, oh no, because you're not going to want to do it. Really, you have to really want to do it.
And so did you take like biochem, maths and all of that?
The biochem, maths and Spanish, random.
I did that as well
Really,
to start with. Yeah.
You quit halfway?
I quit Spanish part way. I've said this so many times, it's like boring now.
No, it's good.
Because I was just like, you know what, why am I doing four
It doesn't help.
A-levels? You know what I mean?
Help. I mean, I did AS, so I don't think it counts as much. But
I was going to, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to become fluent. And I'm like, this is just not going to happen. I'm just dropping it.
Yes. No, but you did the same.
Yeah. Oh,
French. Handshake? No.
Yeah.
Spanish. I wanted to be
snap.
like a Spanish I wanted to leave the country.
And like be able to...
Didn't happen for me.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know that. We're twins. I mean, yeah, we both... I think the thing with med is, they put so much pressure on grades, and you just feel like if you don't... And also you have to focus on the BMAT as well. If to do 4 A-levels, you have to, again, dedicate your soul to this program. Yeah. So it's like, okay, you want a bit more life, drop that subject. I was thinking about doing the same thing. It was like my little joy of the week, because I found chemistry and stuff quite dull. I didn't enjoy maths. Maths A-level.
Okay, that's a bit opposite, because maths was my fave, but...
Wow. I don't trust people who like maths a lot.
Oh, damn.
This is good, because this means you're meant for this.
What? Maths? We don't even do maths.
I forced myself to do maths because everyone told me to. Okay. Rather, like, I actually think if I was following what I would have done English. I did way better in English growing up.
Really? So if you were to choose your A-levels based on what you actually liked?
I wouldn't have done... It's so weird. I would never say this before. I wouldn't have done any sciences. Maybe bio, but I think I would have done, like, Spanish, like, linguistics, and maybe even art or something. I don't know. Crazy.
So
you are not gonna want me on this
show.
No,
go!
No, but yeah. No, I don't regret it though, because it opens avenues.
It does. And would you say the whole like journey of you getting to like med school and whatever was a smooth journey? Like, was it chill?
Yeah, I would say mostly, yeah, because I didn't have any other hobbies. Yeah. I wasn't a sporty girl growing up. I valued my whole, like, I was so obsessed with good grades. I was like doing extra GCSEs and I was on scholarship, so I felt like, I think that was me telling myself that if I had such a complex growing up. I thought I was this is not fishing. I thought I was really fucking buzzed. I thought I was, no, just hear me out. I was a child and I think there was a lot of I didn't think I was funny, cute, anything. I just was like, I can get grades, because that was the only physical thing you can see on a piece of paper. And I was just such a self-deprecating kid that was all I saw. So smooth, because I've spent so much time working. Yeah. It's so different now. I don't give the impression now. I think when people meet me now and they see that I'm on med, they're like, you're on med? You're on med?
How can you?
Yeah, they get a lot of that. Or when I see medics, a lot of the time they're like, you're still on the course? You know, yeah, I get that a lot.
But I feel like that comes more from like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, you give like influencer, I
yapper. I don't think I give influencer, I just yapper. And also, there was a doctor in anatomy who used to always comment on my appearance and make that to be the reason that I didn't know what was going on. So for example, we're cutting up the cadaver and I had a very manly CPP. It was like me, Shiv, Tisha, Namaya, Krishna, Joe, Vijay. So all the homeboys, and I was in there, and there was a couple of girls, but there wasn't many. And I felt like every single time I didn't know something, he'd literally ask me questions back to back, no one else, and he'd be like, da 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 da, and he'd go, if you didn't spend so much time doing your makeup this morning, maybe you'd know about this and that. And I feel like that was my first encounter. That was in first year. My first encounter with the impression I give physically or in terms of my energy is causing people to think that I wouldn't do med. You know, you might have had that as well. Like people might look at you and be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful."
Girl,
yeah. I'm very serious because some people they like to put people in boxes.
You know, I think there is a stereotype of what a medic is and what a medic looks like and what a medic should be. Because I heard something similar. Someone was saying, I feel like we're just out in the med school. I'm so sorry, med school. But someone was talking about how they had their spoken exam. And I think they were wearing a skirt that was like, I don't even think it was that short, but I think like a doctor or something made a comment about like maybe if your skirt wasn't or something like that. And it's like, what does my skirt have to do with my brain?
My brain?
Like...
One of the boys in my CPP said to me that I got into med school in the interview by like fluttering my eyelashes at them. And I was thinking, bitch, I probably got better grades than you. I can't lie, I don't want to be that bitch, but...
Yeah. You know, if you've got the grades to back it, like,
it's
no
not
one
even
can...
just like, it's like, a lot of people, and I hate to say this again, you need to really want to do it in a way where you're like, not just doing it for... First of all, you won't get as much money as you think. And if your parents want you to do it... So the people that were telling me this didn't even really care about... You know when you see people kind of do those patient exams? And you see some people just don't know how to talk to patients or they don't feel empathy. I don't know, something about like, I'm like, where's your soul though? Like, okay, I flutter my eyelashes, but I get really defensive with some boys, sorry.
No, I mean, it's kind of a compliment because he's like complimenting you, but trying to make it at the same time.
But yeah, no, it's true.
But no, presenting yourself well or caring about makeup and how you dress isn't mutually exclusive to being a med student. And I don't know why that's the...
Yeah, you can... wow, it's so... They need to put your little specs on and da-da-da-da-da. You can be whoever you want to be. And preach! Because these boys, God, sorry.
I'm so fed up. No,
I'm so fed up because anyway, most medics are lovely though. I think it's just, again, I think UCL specifically is very... I don't even know if this is a racial stereotype, very brown town. And I think...
I'm trying to think of the majority of the year.
I think it's mostly, or at least in UCL compared to like, I don't know, Nottingham or somewhere. I feel like there's a lot of, I think, especially my father was like Pakistani. Growing up, they tend to do that thing where they're like, and this is all I can speak from is my experience, but then lawyer, doctor, engineer. Lawyer, doctor, engineer. And because of that, the people that are sometimes coming, I've just had so many conversations with like, oh yeah, my dad wanted me to do it. That's why I don't know. Anyway.
Do you know, I feel like that is in the black community as well. Like there is that like lawyer, doctor, engineer. My parents, not personally, I'm not going to I love my parents. But I think there is that as well. But I feel like people have been surrounded by med wanting to do it for themselves. I haven't met many people that were like my parents. No.
So are we in the same cohort?
I feel like we chill when we different people.
We actually do.
Because this is what I'm saying.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Priscilla's on the better side of it.
Girl, my side.
Yeah.
Come through.
Yeah. Teacher would be like that. He's like, no, it's just black excellence. Like, I have to do it for myself. Teacher is so funny. Like, I was just sat like listening to Spotify when we were revising, and he's got this LinkedIn up. As a medic, you don't really need LinkedIn.
Girl, I feel like that's a controversial statement. I'm not gonna lie.
You have it.
But I didn't have it, right? Okay. So I didn't have it, but then I was surrounded by people, you know, people that are like doing like finance and and they have to have LinkedIn. And I was like, wait, should I get a LinkedIn? So I got it for that reason. No, but you know why? Because I don't want to just leave med school. My only skill is med. That probably sounds really stupid, but like I come out of med and I'm like, okay, I got my med degree and what?
But you have that is a lot. And you have this.
Okay, yeah.
You have YouTube, you have your podcast, you have your brain, you have your amazing personality, and you have a degree.
But I want other like qualification. Like, this isn't a qualification.
What would you? This is one thing about medics. They're really ambitious. As if a med degree isn't enough. You guys got LinkedIn. I was like, Tisha, relax. It's your third year. Go outside. Like, get a bit of. He's like, look, I'm a serious candidate. This is our year of. Okay, this is where I'm unserious. But this is our year of happiness.
But you know what it is as well. I feel like I'm not personally trying to get out of med at this current moment in time. But I feel like LinkedIn is a way for people to branch out as well. I'm not gonna lie.
And I hear from Elise, who's more my housemate. So she's like, Zahra, actually now our degree is not enough. All my fourth year friends are either speaking at a conference or doing something on the side, and I'm thinking in my head, isn't the degree enough? Like, we've done enough. But a lot of her friends are having to do extra bits and bobs, either apprenticeships, like she's like, I've got to join DAMSOC and I've got to do this, because to stand out now, to get to where you want to specialise and stuff, you need to do extra stuff now. Like being a doctor isn't enough. So yeah, I mean, good for you. I'm actually probably just projecting because I don't.
No, I mean,
but
your opinion.
most people should have these things. I just personally, I'm like, I want to be happy, and I don't have the same drive as Priscilla. I don't get that sort of joy out of like science. You know, I don't get joy out of it. I'm doing it from means to an end to get to the hospital, like to get to the patients.
So when would you say it changed? Because I know you were saying that in school you had that academic validation. Was it like first day of med school? No,
literally.
Or was it like a specific thing?
Even over summer, I was like, I want to be a doctor. I still do. I still love being around patients and that sort of heartwarming. You know, you get that little feeling when I still get that. Like I haven't lost touch with that, but I came to London.
Oh wait, I'm from London. Sorry.
No,
Oh.
Nobody
I didn't
likes
know that.
it. But, and I went to a very, very white school, like as in maybe on count one hand how many non-white people there were in that school.
Okay.
And so I think I really want to come to London for diversity, to be around people that like just different people, make new friendships, like know more about myself. But then instead of that, I guess that was there. Yeah. But also I came to London and I was like, I don't just have to be so one-dimensional. I literally stepped foot and I was like, wow, I'm allowed to be all these different things. I don't know what happened. I think it was just, I started going different places, like different music nights. I met new people. You know, in London you meet all sorts of people. There's lots of creatives and stuff, which I just wasn't used to. I was in a very like academic school, like you have to do something. So yeah, I think that's just first year, party, oh hey! And then it just starts like that. So yeah, I don't know, I've become a lot more focused on what makes me happy. And I think med fulfills you, but no matter how much it can fulfill you, there's still some stuff right now, especially in the NHS, which means you're just going to be so knackered you can't be happy. Or just so overworked and under pain and everything. And I'm just, it's not even soft life, like I want to shake my ass on a yacht. It's like I want to just feel like, you know, I love spending time with people I love. I want to have like a really well-rounded life where I'm doing things I'm passionate like this. I predict in fourth year that this sort of stuff has to come to a halt. That's just how I see it, and that's why I like med less. It's not med itself, it's the way of life.
Do you know, I have something to say. I always say medicine is like being in a toxic relationship, because I feel like no matter how much you love it, no matter how much you put in, like, not that medicine doesn't love you, but like it's always going to take from you. It's going to keep taking. And I even spoke to someone that's in the year above. They were just started fourth year, and I was like, do you have any advice for third year? And they were like, whatever. I feel like, you know, whoever told me that, I'm not going to say your name, but I feel like you might have even pushed me to start this thing.
Really?
They basically said to me, like, fourth year, they have like barely any time. So if there's anything you're trying to do outside of med, do it in third year. Like, they were just talking about all the regrets they had of things they didn't do, because you have so much free time. It's so easy to just sit back and be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch a Netflix and chill. But this is what I'm saying. So I was like, I need to get on my Zoom, because I don't want to get to fourth year and be like, whoa, I wanted to start a podcast, now I have no time because I'm in the hospital like 9 till 5.
But I really don't want to give up the stuff I've started this year. And this year for me was kind of different. You were very set on med, so it's like, okay, I'm going to do my passions. Me this year, my mum was like, Zahra, this is the year you're going to decide if you're going to quit. Or
your mum, I love your mum.
She's not your typical mother in terms of like Egyptian mother. You think, okay, Zahra, do medicine. She wants the best for me, but she just wants me to be happy more. And I think like, I can do it, I can pass these things, I can do this, but it just takes, you have to put so much effort into making time for things you want to make time for, and I'm terrible at time management. So I let med consume me. Exam season, I'm cancelling all my plans, all my friends think I hate them, because I just can't do anything else but study.
But I feel like that is a common med student thing. Like exam season, I drop like everything just to fixate on my exams, and then I come back to life. It's so bad. My family won't hear from me for like weeks. It's not good at all. It's just like we have one life. I could die tomorrow, and the last 5 days I've spent inside my house in the same outfit. My hair is matted, and I'm scribbling on this paper. It's just like, I don't know. We work so much. We actually do. But you know, I didn't realise it until this year. Literally, I was like, this is how people do a degree normally. That's so crazy.
This is crazy. You guys have a lot of freedom.
You have a lot of. Like, I was like, I understand why people are outside. We come all the time.
Of course, because we go to the club and we've got 9 a.m. every single time.
Or we go to the club after an exam has been done, and we all go celebrate. Like,
There's not much, and I ended up not even going out that much in second year, towards the end.
Neither. First year and done.
That's what I get sad about.
I feel like it could be different, like abroad and stuff though. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the working
Everyone
is
wants
the
to
same.
move. Do you want to move?
The thing is, I don't, but I'm like,
I have to.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm just kind of like, if I know I could be getting X money here and have better working conditions here, why wouldn't I go there? But my family's here, my life is here, and I actually like London.
If the NHS was not corrupt and falling apart, I'd want to be in the NHS. I'd want to give back that way. I don't necessarily support like the idea of private healthcare being only available to some. That's why I struggle with it. It's like a moral dilemma because you want to support your life and yourself.
You're speaking what I'm feeling, right?
But at the same time, everyone's moving. Literally, everyone wants to go to Australia and America so they get money so that they can support their life and be happy with their children and their family.
This is what I'm saying.
But then what about the people?
It's like a battle because like healthcare is a basic necessity. Like I believe, okay, it should be free, but like, I gotta get paid, guys. I gotta live my life.
Like, I want to help. I want to be a part of this, but give me means to stand on. Like, give me something.
Yes, right.
That I think that's a big reason of why I've been questioning med because like the reasons I want to do it aren't really valid anymore because I always wanted to do it for those reasons, and now I keep thinking about, am I going to be paid enough to survive? And because of that, it's put a dampener on the whole thing. Like, I do want to give back, but I don't want to just be treating only the people that can afford it. That makes me sad. True. It's like, well, that's not how it's supposed to be. Then the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the rich get healthier, the poor...
Like, the disparity
it's not the one.
And just going home, you can't pay your rent, like, you can't... Oh my God. I think this is a good point for me to ask you about. What is it that you do? What is your passion, girl?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So modelling is not the passion. That was a side quest.
What? Like,
I told you a little bit about this.
Yeah.
Again, because I have an unusual thing, which I'm going to therapy for, where I perceive myself slightly differently to how maybe the average person would, and it's a bit more self-deprecating. I thought modelling, not in a million years, I thought I was manky, and that was just silly, and this is just how my brain is wired from childhood. So I'm working out of it, but modelling was not like, I want to be a model because it was like I got robbed really badly in second year summer, and I got the platform right before that from the video, and I just got asked through Instagram DM if I wanted to be in the Nux video. So that was my first
That was your first ever video? Okay.
Yeah, that was my first video. And I hadn't like been, I was with this agency called Muse the Agency, which was basically like a talent kind of agency, very focused on followers and reels and posting, like send you clothes, posting a cover. But the girls that were in it were all very beautiful Insta baddie, but so just on fleek and glamorous. And it was not my aesthetic because I cannot post every day. I cannot, it was very focused on gaining audience, and everyone else was doing that full time and I just didn't fit. So I left. Just did outside of...
Oh, you left the agency? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I just wasn't fitting that vibe. I'm with a different one now, which is more in real life, but that was a very online thing.
Yeah.
And Instagram gives me a lot of anxiety. Kind of went off topic.
Fair enough.
Not just DM. And before I got robbed actually, but money in London is tight.
Yeah,
so I was just okay, I'll do it. I was so awkward. It was my first ever time in front of a camera.
Wait, so what were they like? Will you be in this music video? And you were just
night before. And I wasn't in London, we went home and I took the train down because I was like, okay, it's great pay for a day, I'll just do it. And the girl that got invited to do it with me was like, hey babe, how long have you been doing this for? This is my 7th year. She had been in Chris Brown's video, like all this stuff. What? And she was like so like just stunning and confident, and she was like 27, I think. And I just felt like a little rat. Like I was so awkward, and like all I knew how to do was just yap her and like be like, hey guys, I came on and I was bringing my energy, but I was so shy. I was like getting my makeup done and I couldn't stop laughing, and everyone was like, Zahra, you're going to be serious when the camera goes on. But that team was so nice to me that I think that's what gave me the confidence going forward. When I watched that video though, I was just so not confident.
Is that the one with the car in it? Sorry, I'm trying to remember because maybe didn't quite.
I remember they'd be like, okay, now just come up to the front of the camera and flick your hair. And like I literally didn't know what to do, so I went like I literally growled because I'm not a confident person naturally. I'm confident talking to people, but not like Vogue. I literally went up and I did this.
What do they look like?
Like they were like, what have we we got ourselves into. They're paying me. You can't do that. This is the thing. Even if you have to fake it.
Yeah.
Because they are paying you. You cannot show that you, I don't think I look nice. Shut up. They're paying you. Fake it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I
so
still
do they
watch
instruct you like what to do?
They were just now they don't. They're just like vibe, and you have to just kind of do this stuff. But when I fake it so because I cringe out. But the first time I was like stood there like 11. I even watched that video back, and I feel like the other girl's just giving like face, and I just look so random. I'm just like, I don't know.
Girl, I feel like you're being way too hard on yourself. Because what is the videos not really good?
It's just. I think it's because I know what I'm like, and
right,
I get you. I'm like, you are not a bougie babe. It's just not my aesthetic. I don't think I'm a bad thing. It was very much like pretending to be something for a short amount of time. But now I love it. Now it's so fun.
Really?
Yeah.
So after that shoot, were you like, I'm gonna keep doing this, or were you like, this is not it?
Then I forgot about it. Then I got robbed.
Okay, you got robbed.
All my student finance, all my rent, everything.
Saying,
This was my fault. It was a scam on Instagram. I won't go into it, but I just got scammed. Someone was impersonating my friend.
Yeah.
All my money taken, and I thought, okay, I need to get money in a way that isn't selling my feet on the internet. You know, not selling myself. And I don't want to do something that like is another job with med you can't.
Fine.
Then I did Bugsies again through like a.
Is this through your agency? The messaging.
Agency started in Jan, so the first, in fact, Bugsy, Skepta, Nux, and Scraps were all not through my agency. Sorry, agency.
They
Sorry,
DM'd you.
I had like, you kind of meet people on set and then they'll kind of message you on WhatsApp. Actually, it's very unprofessional. Not unprofessional, that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
It's just very under the radar kind of things. But they have specific different casting agencies for those. But now my agency, I'm exclusive with them, so I can't do anything outside of stuff in my agency now. So which is less videos and more commercial. I'm not trying to do videos, by the way. It just was like an easy money grab, and I think it is just, they're really fun. It's like a little party. I feel like you're getting paid to make friends, like go and meet girlfriends. I hang out with the girls afterwards all the time. It's so nice. Yeah. But I'm not trying to do it because it's always men. I don't even notice. You must have noticed. It's just male rappers.
Do you know what?
You must have deeped it. I deeped it. I'm a brown woman, and my family will see these videos and be like, sorry.
Yeah, what were your family like? Were they chill with it?
Well, my dad doesn't know what the hell goes on in my life because we're not in touch, but and I'm open to that, so hi guys.
Right,
But my mum, she doesn't. Do you know what? My family just don't really talk about it. They're not really ashamed. They kind of like either make jokes or they don't really. We just don't really talk about it, to be honest. They're very supportive of like actual modeling, sort of like clothes and makeup or whatever, like the side that I'm doing more now. But videos, mum's just like, be safe, Ziggy, and then that's all I hear from her because to be fair, it just takes the pressure of her having to support me if I can support myself. So that's the thing, because it is, you know, single mum things. It gets hard, and I feel like with time, I really just want to be fully self-sufficient. So I think as long as I'm supporting myself, she doesn't mind what I'm doing. To be fair, as long as I'm not doing anything, she knows I'm sensible.
No, I hear you. Wait, so you've done music videos, and then now you're doing more like makeup.
More just, it's just what my agency, they send me a lot of hair stuff. What did I get? I got Skepta Puma, so I had a shoe one. Love my feet. But it's more, it's more going into clothes or just like, obviously I'm short, so I'm not going to walk down a catwalk. But it's just like, I don't know, like just face, whatever, fun and clothes, and videos just come a lot on the side, to be honest. They tend to reuse all the same girls in these videos.
Really?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like
as in you'll spot the same person.
Chip, everyone that like, I will see my friends in the same,
all the way.
They don't care, they don't notice, sorry.
No, you're good.
They do
I've
care.
never noticed though. I feel like I don't you just watch the videos for like vibes.
Yeah, and the amount med gets in the way. Even this year, this was my sophomore year, and I turned down so much just to do my disc. Like I turned down the Neo. Well, okay, that's what Neo. I love Neo, but I was like half his age. Sorry. I'm a big Neo fan, but again, it's always men and it's always a bit older.
Neo, girl, not Neo.
Skep was a good one, but there's a lot that I just have to put. I'm thinking fourth year, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what have been some of like the challenges of trying to manage doing the modelling and med? Obviously, this year it's been more chill.
It's alright. I mean, I don't think I went to campus all of Feb. Sorry, campus. But I was just doing it off campus, and this year allows you to do that. And next year I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to do it, because my agency want you to be free any day that they message you, and they don't have another like med student on the agency. They're like, you're flexible, aren't you, Zahra? You're flexible. And I said, okay, 3rd year I'll be flexible, 4th year.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it is like they want a lot of your time, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really don't know how I'm going to do it. But I would just say it's taught me time management. It's taught me time management. Right now, I'm just rushing about. I'm doing a lot of back-to-back.
Yeah.
Who knows next year? Who knows? And I really do want to start DJing as well. So I haven't made time for
Yes.
that. I haven't.
Yeah.
Because no one knows I do it, because I'm just always doing this stupid stuff.
So you're always occupied. You're always doing something.
I'm bad with replies, as Priscilla knows, because I'm very unable to, I'm a busy lady. No, just now.
You've actually been, I've literally saying this to you, you've actually been better than some people not to come to anyone, so you're fine. And I remember you were telling me, like, Pris, let's book, like, we were going to book this thing, and you were like, they can literally text me the day before and be like, can you come into a shoot tomorrow? But you let me know though, so it's fine.
But it just, it makes you look, I hate being flaky, I hate being stood up on, because it feels like, you know, getting stood up on a date is the worst feeling. I don't want to do that to my friends, and I think that is something that I stress out about a lot. We're making plans, I'm like, oh no, but what if I need to cancel? I'm not used to that. That's as of this year. I've never had that before.
Like, you're always quite like solid, like.
Yeah, usually when I make a plan, I stick to my plan. But luckily, a lot of my friends now are out of med, and they usually, a lot of people model now. So especially in London, like it's easier to find people that get it, so it's fine. I feel like you can model. Everyone in London can model. It's so
that's
crazy.
Not my bag. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I'm like, it's not bad. Guys, anyone can do it. Literally look at my energy, and anyone can do it. Trust me.
But girl, you're stunning.
So are you.
No,
and I'm being for real. Listen, anyone that wants to model, it's so easy.
Okay, what are give your free, if someone wants to model, like, it's alright, I wanna model.
First of all, believe in yourself. Secondly, send your digitals to as many agencies as you can find. You don't need to be tall, you don't need to be symmetrical, you don't need to be the sexiest mother on earth. You just need to feel yourself, feel what you're given naturally, like, embrace your natural beauty, because there's so many beautiful, unique people, and more than ever, people are looking for people that look like themselves. I think now that, I don't know, all the surgeries and stuff are more common, and the picture perfect Instagram face is more common, looking like yourself is now a commodity. It's special, it's unique. Be yourself. Step into that, step into your style, and come in and just smile and talk to these people, and 9 times out of 10, I bet you, like, you'll get one of those agencies, and then you can do whatever you want. It's great for money, great for meeting friends, opens avenues. Obviously, full time is a bit sticky because it's unreliable, but some people can do it. I can't do it full time.
Would you say that's one of the worst things about it, the fact that it's either unreliable or the fact that it takes a lot of your time?
I think for me it's perfect because I don't want to do it full time, and I've never.
I've
never dreamt of being a model, but for people that do. It depends. Some people can really do it full time.
Are you able to say you are able to say no, like you said, like
you can say no, but they can drop you. That's the thing. I've had friends like say no one too many times, and they're like goodbye. They're quite cutthroat with it. They like my contract says you have to be available for 95% of the things they put you forward for. But this is mine. Every agency is different. This is BAME. You should be more flexible. But no, it's usually up for debate. The castings for the videos are very like, say you're available or not, and if you're not, it's fine.
But okay, we're gonna go to the quick fire section now. I think I've been kind of nice. I think no. I was like, I'll ask you my questions. You're like, don't quiz me. I was like, no, I'm not gonna start quizzing you on like year 2 content from med school. Don't even worry about it. No.
I know Addison's, Cushing's, Moonface.
Not ESR.
Round. Get it? I want to ask you questions.
Don't. Someone tried to do that with me. I was like, guys, I'm not in my answer question. Like,
Priscilla, really? What is your favourite organ?
I'm gonna go skin.
You want to be a dermatologist?
Yeah.
You've got really clear skin.
Everyone's just like,
do you want to give me tips? Because my skin is breaking out.
No, but mine is just genetics. That's like the thing. Like, I don't do nothing. Like, soap and water in school, I'll be so real. Babes, nothing.
You're like glowing from I am jealous of people with clear skin. I'm so jealous. I am lumpy bumpy, but it came about only 2 years into med school. I never had a spot.
You're saying there's a correlation?
I think it's stressful. Med ruins your skin. Your hair will fall out. Sorry, this is bad.
People watching this like, no, not doing it.
Med makes you ugly, guys.
Not doing it. Okay, so Zahra, first question. What is a common myth about med school that you would like to debunk?
Oh, that's hard. They're all true. No, I'm joking. I don't know, that medics are all the same and they all think they're like either better or there's like a closed off community. To be honest, most medics are very, very lovely and very humble. I don't get this whole, I hear a stereotype of medics thinking they're super, super smart and just like shitting on other people. I don't feel that way at all. Very supportive, we kind of get through it together and it's a good vibe. I think personally, it's not like that. And also, can I add another one?
Go.
Anyone can do it. You don't need to be like super smart to it. You just need to there's a hurdle to jump. But if you want to do it, anyone can do it.
Sorry, not that this is my fire question, but I feel like that is the biggest thing. Like people like, you study med, you're so smart. That's like the automatic response. It's like, I feel like it's more hard work, especially when you're in med school. No matter how smart you are, like it is hard work at the end of the day.
Learning stuff. So it's not, you can be the smartest person and still do bad in med, or you could be like not naturally smart but just cover all the facts and be amazing. It's about effort.
Okay, so we've kind of already said, but medical students have stereotypes. Which one do you think you fit most into?
I really don't think I fit in med stereotypes.
Any?
Because I don't give nerdy. And then what else is there? I just don't. I can be, but I don't.
Overworked, overstressed.
Okay, I'm stressy. I would say I'm stressy.
Yeah.
I think, you know, when there's like kind of like, oh my god, I got this and this and that.
Yeah.
I get annoyed when other people get stressed, but in my head, I definitely feel the pressure as well. I'm not, as I said, I'm not a good version of myself when exams are all around. It's so hard to keep yourself balanced. I try and enjoy things, but it's just always in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something I fall into, definitely.
Okay, so what is a typical day like balancing both worlds? Like, have you ever had to study on set? Like,
I do that all the time.
Really?
But the thing is, I'm extrovert and I love to make friends.
Yeah.
That's why I swear to God, I do not go for the cameras. I go to make friends. I'm so needy with it. I'm like, hey, tell me about yourself, because people are so nice on this set. But then the problem is, I'm trying to talk to people, and I'm really bad at working with them. I'm so distracting and distractible. Yeah. And I will just like bring my Mac and pull it out. We'll have like 3 hours in between something, and I'll try and like do a bit of my disc. I swear to God, I'll write one word. So I say I bring my Mac every time. Yeah. Not much work gets done. It's a bit chaotic. There's a lot of late nights because sometimes I'm like, I'll do the shoot in the day and I want to catch up on the lectures in the evening.
Yeah.
It's not the one.
At least you bring your laptop and you try. It's the thought that counts for real. Okay, you kind of said this earlier, but like, have you ever had like a really crazy reaction from telling people you're a med student?
Yeah, I think on sets, people just assume, because a lot of people do that full time, they tend to be quite surprised. Again, I don't know if that's because people like to look at people and put people in a box. But then, I don't know, maybe it's because I talk a lot, or I have like quite a, maybe not a, I don't know, respectable energy. When I think of medics, I think of them as very like, hello, I'm a medic. And I'm this unserious like yap mouth. And I just don't, I feel like I lack professionalism. So maybe that's why I'm a bit colloquial. Or medics don't seem to think I'm giving medic as well. I get that a lot. But only with certain people. But I actually don't mind. I find that funny. Like,
I think it's a compliment, if anything. Like,
multifaceted. I actually know a lot of people on the course though that I think, none of us give medic. But what is medic? Let's do both. More than a medic for real. Yeah.
Literally.
Sorry, let me not quote.
What did you say? I've not said that in any app.
Hashtag
more than a medic. Hashtag lich. Okay, so what is the most rewarding part of each? So most rewarding part of med, most rewarding part of nothing.
Okay, med, I'm hoping that it comes into it a bit more this year. While I'm really scared before in terms of timings. Okay. I'm so excited to be in hospital. That's all I wanted to do. The first 3 years for me were just not. I know some people want to do research in UCL actually quite a lot. I've just been waiting to see some patients. That's going to be what's rewarding for me. Definitely getting back to what I wanted to do initially, which is being with a patient, helping the patient, connecting with the patient. That's all I wanted to do. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Shoots and stuff, it's definitely meeting people. I love meeting people. And I think compared to uni, in uni you meet a lot of different people, especially UCL because it's very diverse. But it's just different because the different ages, they tend to be older, they're doing different jobs, they've had such different experiences. They usually have some sort of accent that's really strong and they're not from here as well. It's just fun, like it's so fun. And they're very open-minded. People that are creatives are super, super open-minded, and I think I gravitate to them more naturally anyways. Yeah.
I'm like inspired.
Yeah, you should do it. This is what I'm saying.
Girl, I'm not out here to
like
this
video if you think Priscilla could also model.
You
could, you're sociable, you're lame, that's what I said.
No, but I know, like.
I used to get in front of a camera literally 6 months ago and be like, guys, I'm so awkward, guys, someone get in the picture. No, you can do it. Money, friends, fun, sunshine, happiness, fun experiences. Period.
I mean, thanks, but no. Okay, model creative questions now. If you could be in the video for any artist, who would it be?
A woman. Any woman.
Oh, just a woman. I thought there was like someone called women. I was like, woman. Who's that?
I feel like, you know, that classic stereotype of a guy having. I obviously am aware of it and I just choose to ignore it. But men with like the 20 women in a pool, like, I would love to be in a women's video. Who is my favorite? Thing is, my favorite artists don't really do that much music anymore. Like, my favorite artists are like Erica Badu and Lauren Hill. They're not gonna have me. They're not gonna have me. But I'm so irrelevant, and I think women wouldn't really want me in that video. That's the tea. This is the tea, and I'm very open to this. But yeah, I would just say one of my favorite female singers, Jhené Aiko. Big fan of her. But why would she have me? I'd love to be like, if she had like a ocean in her video, I'd love to be like a fish. I'd love to be something interesting rather than just a girl, you know, like
it's someone just
a girl with in a tight dress. You know, I want to be a fish in the ocean or a carrot in a garden. I want to cosplay. I want to be a SpongeBob at the bottom of the sea. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to be a shark in Shark
different. Sorry. Hey, you. Okay. Who is the most famous artist you have worked with? I think you said earlier.
His set for Tony Montana, he had Chip in the video, he had Sloan, he had all these cool people that I was just so excited to meet, and I was trying to be really nonchalant, you know.
Trying to not find guys.
And we went back to this like little friend's house and we just had Chinese and he was just sat at our table and I was like, is this real? But
that's so crazy. Okay, what is the coolest location you've ever filmed at?
I haven't actually done that many, you know. I don't know what's. They're usually some odd car park or
okay.
That's actually not that cool. I think the lounge that we did, Tony Montana. Oh, actually, there was a big casino for Scraps, like a really big where it was like an opera house, and they brought in all these little like tables and like what they called poker tables and stuff.
Oh, fine, yeah.
They would carry them in one by one, but like all these things, and there was like they carried this massive pole and stuff, and it was just like a really elaborate set. I was like, wow. But I just again, I barely got in that video, so don't really watch it. It's not interesting.
Very good. I'm gonna ask. This kind of stems on from the last one. What's the best like on-set catering you had? Like, what food did
honestly,
they give you?
they feed us pretty much the same thing every time from my experience. It's jollof. It's literally jollof.
Really?
Chicken and plantain. Yeah, and sometimes they do mac and cheese as well, but it's so good. It's like this guy. Usually it's a Young's Kitchen. I've had that a few times, and they'll have like it's so good. And they have sometimes like just like beans and rice and stuff, but it's so good. Trust, and the garlic prawns and all this stuff. They really feed you, and then they'll have loads of chocolate bars and crisps, and I just kind of scoop them into my bag because students on a budget. None of the other people are students, so I'll get my big bag, and it used to have my clothes in it, and I'll just like shove loads of bourbons in it. I'm
so I can feed you for the week. Like
at least like what I brought home, and it's like Twix, Bounty. But yeah, no, and I try and bring home those little chicken bars. They're really nice. Anyway. Yeah.
I don't know why I was expecting like just finger foods.
No,
I'm expecting like food.
They usually do. Do you know what they usually do? Because it's usually like black-owned businesses, like the production companies. The directors are usually, and a lot of the food is just usually so good though. But it's just warm and yummy, and I'd expect it to be like little tuna sandwiches. No, they feed you. Yeah, they feed you. Yeah. Well then do it.
It's not. The food isn't enough for me to do that. Like that's too much. No. Okay, what's a common misconception about video? What do you think?
That we're not. I get sometimes when I put, because sometimes they make you post after a video and they'll be like, you know, so I post after Bugsy and I had a comment like, Bugsy defo cut those cheeks. Sorry, this is too much. But it's professional. We get cast from an agency, not through the rapper or the singer. And we are not like doing anything suspicious. So yeah, I don't know.
Just there to do your job.
I think compared to other like high-end modeling, I think video vixens get sort of treated as they're more less classy and stuff. Because it's, you know, you're just kind of like, it's more I don't know. Male gaze. I don't know what this is. It's me saying male gaze. It is a bit male gaze, but it's not in a way that, you know, is. It's still a profession. It needs to be respected in its own right. People do it full time, and people don't know that. They really do it full time. So yeah.
And the last one is cute. Just any advice for anyone that wants to do med, wants to get into modelling, whatever you want to say.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Anyone that wants to get into anyone that gets to chip in with this as well, because you have better advice than me. But just believe, work hard, believe in yourself, don't give up, don't be disheartened by the hurdles because they're gonna come, and focus on the end goals because that's all you really need to envision. Even if it's getting tough and you're like, oh, think about how happy you'll feel. Believe you can do it. Don't put yourself down. What is your advice, Priscilla?
From med, I just feel like this is probably not the best advice, but I feel like if there's anything else you're interested in doing, definitely look into that as well. That's not even bad, like genuinely, because even when I get to points where I'm like dying in med school, there's no other like career, like I'm not a finance babe, I'm not a law babe, like there's nothing I look at and I'm like, I wish I was doing that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm okay. But I feel like defo explore other things and don't cut things off for the sake of med. Look, med and modelling, like, do you know what I mean?
I just think in general, you need to have exit routes, and that's not because it's not because you shouldn't want to do med. It's just because you never really know until you get until you're even like past 6th year. And you know, you shouldn't cut off your passion. Everyone's got passions outside of med. Med isn't really like a soul. Not many people I know are just only passionate about med. If you have other passions, keep those up. You need that for joy. Your sports, your music. Like, you can't cut them off for med. Then you'll be sad.
Yeah.
Keep them. Keep your podcast. Keep your YouTube. That's how.
Yeah, that's all my questions. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.